Hello, Avinash. Good evening.
Hi, Kiran. How are you?
I'm very well. Thank you so much. It's such a pleasure to see you.
Pleasure is all mine. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Like I was telling our audience about you and your journey, Avinash, I would like you to tell the Unimo group, the Universe of Moms, which has been brought to us tonight by Pothosevents and Unimo together. The platform is across the world. So you have a
Mhm.
huge audience there wanting to hear about your journey, about what is it that you specialize in, how you can help so many mothers who are probably today struggling with their children and want them to be better and better in their independent lives. Please.
Sure. So first up, let me thank you for the very pleasant introduction. Loved it.
Thank you.
Uh, okay. So like happens most of the time. Okay. Uh, you tend to come up with solutions that you struggle with yourselves. Most often than not, if you look at any entrepreneur journey, usually that's where it all stems from. And exactly that's what happened with me. So
Hmm.
I've spent about 17 years, and my wife has spent about around the same time in the learning and development domain.
Hmm.
Uh, this is prior to our entrepreneurial journey.
Okay. Yeah.
Now, in around 2007 is when the seeds for what I'm going to do in the future were sown. I didn't know it at that time. I was just invited for a Rotary meet where there was a doctor who spent some time in Switzerland working on the functions of the brain.
Okay.
And I attended that meet, and I just couldn't get it out of my mind.
Hmm.
There was something that he was talking about training the brain and neuroplasticity, and it just stuck.
Hmm.
The question actually that troubled me was I've spent so much time in the training and development domain, and how come I don't know anything about this?
Hmm. Hmm.
Something that he kept referring to as brain training. And that's where it all started. Actually, it started because I wanted to help my daughter. My daughter
Hmm.
was, I think, that time in the 8th grade, 7th or 8th grade. Bright child otherwise, but
Hmm.
she was struggling with math.
Hmm.
And somewhere at the back of my mind, I was always looking for solutions. I did the normal things that any parent would do, you
Yeah.
know, extra tutoring and looking for coaches, trying to help her myself. I'm a science student, so
Hmm.
but then nothing seemed to be helping, and that's actually where the whole journey started looking around for information based on his talk. And then I found so much great work that was being done internationally. And that's where it all started. Finally, it all culminated in me talking to the people at Learning RX in Colorado.
Hmm.
And that's when I decided that's it. That's my calling. I'm going to quit my job. Nobody liked it then, my family.
Yeah.
But any case, long and short, I quit my job and I traveled to the US after a couple of meetings with them, trained with them. That's Eileen and me, my wife and me, both traveled,
Hmm.
trained with them, licensed their program and brought it back.
Wow.
Now you will see that my company, I named it at that point in time, Neural Space. So
Hmm.
I was very sure that I'm going to work in that entire space,
Yeah.
because we found so many things.
Yeah.
Uh, so that's how it all started.
Hmm. Hmm.
And we started in 2010. Uh, Proof of the pudding is that my daughter, who quit math in 8th grade, graduated from Symbiosis in commerce,
Okay.
and she graduated with costing as her optional subject.
Wow.
Now, tell me, as a parent, what more do you want?
More would you want? Yeah,
What
of
more
course.
would you want?
Absolutely.
So what do I do with those extra, 5 and 7 marks? All I'm
Hmm.
concerned as a parent is my child should grow up into a confident young person who's going to add value to herself, to her family unit, and definitely then, the world
Yeah,
around her.
of course, of
So
course.
that's where it all came with.
Hmm. Okay.
And then, of course, then we moved on to some of the other programs that I thought were very, very crucial.
Hmm.
But the system didn't have the wherewithal to help either the child or the parent handle these little things at their own place, at home.